All right, so yeah, um, it's been an exciting first week of school to say the least. It's still Tuesday, still only Tuesday. You guys aren't even halfway through intro week.
2
Feels
weeks
like
to
a
get
normal
to
week.
Tuesday.
All right, so you guys all just got back from a magical creatures class where you beat the shit out of a rust monster and then changed the worldview of another one.
We're best friends. We're meeting for
We
brunch.
beat the fuck out of the one passive one, and then we made the aggressive one passive. Like,
It was a fun day.
It's
was.
a good time. So now you guys are off to a quick lunch and then your first charms class.
Oh,
I am
shit.
late. I'm aware I'm late.
That's charming.
Oh, hooray,
Wait,
George!
I wagered the Deadpool movie was more important. I apologize.
All right. So you guys kind of all shuffle into the charms classroom, and it's this very small, cramped room with all these lovely little decorations. The floor is like a rose-colored stone sort of decoration, and like it's all this colorful, like decor around the room. There's a bunch of beanbags and pillows set up around this big carpet over at the end, and you see this lady standing there, and she's this small, shriveled up old woman with like a lot of makeup, and she's wearing sunglasses, and she's got on this like little pink sweater, purple sweater, not pink. She's got this big hourglass in the corner of her room that's sort of like the seconds are like spinning down it, and she's got two suits of armor either side of a big chalkboard that says "Welcome to Charms Class," and has like a cute little. It would have hearts over the eyes if there were any eyes in that sentence.
The exclamation point has the heart.
Yeah, it has a little heart on it. Yeah, so you guys kind of all spill in. Yertle's still carrying his door. Oliver has his arm still in a sling. Yeah, so you guys all kind of walk in, and instead of desks, this classroom seems to have approached a more of a chemistry lab kind of style, where there's like little tables with two little seats on them, and there's just a multitude of bean bags and like throw pillows over the other end of the room.
There's all beanbag chairs.
Yeah,
I'd definitely
built
partake in the beanbag chair. Hell yeah. Chillest class in history.
As you guys all walk in, the woman says, "Hello, class.
Oh
Welcome
no!
to Charms."
Oh no!
She says,
See,
My
now you
name-
have to do that voice for the entire
There's
game.
a lot of voices he has to do for the entire
I've got like 3 glasses of water with me for that voice. She says, "Everyone, find a seat." And then everyone sort of shuffles around to find a place they're comfortable with.
Oh man,
Guard-
we're only in groups of 2.
Gar and
There's
Varian
3
sort of
boys.
flop up one of the on one of the desks. Do the 3 of you try to like awkwardly shuffle onto like to share a seat?
Someone needs to steal a chair.
What's this up here? Is that a mirror or like a wicked seat?
This one?
That's a shiny.
Yeah, it looks like a
No,
throne.
that's like a huge old armchair.
Aw.
You want
Like,
to drag down
it's
chair
like a very
to the
vintage,
desk?
overstuffed chair.
I think I want to sit on the overstuffed. I want to be the king.
You know,
Do it.
you want to drag it to
Yeah, I'm going.
the desk we've set it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, do you want to try to move it?
The chair?
Yeah, do you want to try to move the chair over to the table?
What do the
I'm
legs
willing
of
to
it
help
look
move the
like?
chair.
The legs of the chair are like these very ornately carved wooden little legs that kind of extend from the sort of sewn, padded, like actual chair. As I don't know chair terminology, but just like
How heavy does the chair look?
Shit.
the chair looks very fancy. It looks like a very nicely carved and made chair.
Does it look like if I tried, it would be the whole scene with me dragging the chair with it loudly squeaking on the tires?
If you moved it across, it would definitely squeak. But if you wanted to pick it up off the ground, that might require
Yeah,
a
no,
strength
I'm
check.
strong. I'm just gonna take a seat.
All right, just gonna sit in
I
it.
mean-
All right.
I could help drag it over.
No, it's not worth it.
No,
No.
not worth it.
So, Piper, do you sit at that table, or do you go find somewhere else to sit?
I'm sitting down.
Okay, yeah.
I
Olivia.
don't know. I was under the impression I claimed a seat.
Okay, Olivia goes over to sit like she was sitting, and as soon as you sit down, she like waits a couple seconds, and then she gets up, and then
Okay, yeah. Fine, Olivia. I didn't like you anyway.
Todd will come sit next to you. He's gonna shoot you a wink. And then
No.
Freaking
Oh,
Todd.
you got Ron.
the
Todd
two of
is
them
the
go.
biggest player in the school.
Olivia and Oliver just kind of go sit on two little pillows, and then Miriam.
Wave over to Miriam and pat
Added
the
to
arm.
map.
Yeah, pat the arm chair of my armchair. I assume it's cushioned.
She's gonna look for a second at you. She's gonna say, I'm gonna go sit on the beanbag chair next to you. But
Hey,
yeah.
what? I'm just,
And then
you look a bit lost.
she kind of like she goes to like awkwardly step past
yeah, I'll try and scoot to the right.
the two of
I
them.
think to give her more space between us. It's probably very loud and like sudden.
All right, she like very nimbly skirts between the
Oh,
chair
damn.
and the two of them.
Does a kickflip?
Yeah, she clicks her heels as she just like
Pop shove it. The melon grab.
she says, "All right, class, settle down, settle down." As literally no one is talking. She says,
Okay.
"So I know that for your introductory week, you guys have so far had your defense class, your flying class, and then magical creatures. But you haven't really talked at all about magic, the whole reason you're here at this school. So that's what we're going to be going over today." And you see a piece of chalk goes up to the board and just writes the word magic in really big letters.
Can I get my self-writing quill to do the same in my book?
Yeah, here we go. I gotta copy and paste that from. All right, yeah, boom. So you'll have to hold the notebook just like in your lap or
Yeah,
something like. Just you'll have to
of.
hold the notebook, but then the quill just like magically starts just jotting down notes. She says, "Magic is a very special and strange thing in our world. Essentially, each of you has been gifted at birth with the ability to control the weave." What is the weave, you ask? She looks like really expectantly, and she pauses for like 10
This is
seconds.
a genuine question. Would I have learned this before?
Go and make an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm just asking because, I'm not
That's
exactly
weird.
quite from a non-magical background.
Oh, cheers, Miriam.
Yes.
Miriam's eyes go wide as she speaks with the voice of God herself.
I guess not.
Great ability.
Gail, you don't really know anything about the weave.
Fair
I'll
enough.
shrug at the teacher.
Yeah, she-
I'm just gonna think in my head, yes, the ability to control magic at birth. That's clearly how mine works.
like a basket? Like a woven basket? That kind of weird?
She says, "Exactly. The
Oh.
universe is like a wicker basket.
Oh.
It's made up of all these different things in the universe that tie together to create the world around us. As wizards or casters," and she writes casters really big in letters on the board, she says, "we are able to take the weave and change it around a little bit and do whatever we want with it. And we do this in different ways depending on how we sort of interact with the magical presence inside of our bodies." Yeah, Miriam is my DM Sona. She says, "Now, some people who are able to use magic do it through sort of a more mind over matter situation where they have to really practice and learn and sort of like use their minds to really overcome the weave in order to make it do different things and effects. Whereas to some people, it sort of comes more naturally and emotionally. But all people are capable of using all magic. It's just the way that we interact with the weave. So today, for our first lesson of charms class, we are going to work on levitation. And she sort of gestures around to the room. She says, I would like each of you to, one at a time, try to cast a spell we call Mage Hand on an object in the room.
Oh, joy.
And she sort of gestures around and she says, how about you? And she points directly at Leku, just sort of sitting right in front of her.
Leku gets a bit of a worried look on his face. I don't think I know Mage Hand.
She says, don't worry, it's all part of the class. Just come up to the front of the room.
Okay.
She
What's
says, all right,
Mage
now I'd like
Hand?
you to pick an object you want to try to levitate.
Leku looks over at a cushion in the corner of the room.
Just one of the pillows.
Yeah.
All right. She says, now, the spell Mage Hand is very simple, but you're only a first-year student, so we're going to take things very slowly. Now, you're going to be levitating this pillow off the ground, but the air isn't going to do it. You're going to conjure an extension of yourself, a spectral hand, to lift it. So I want you to think about how you lift things with your own hand and try to channel that into how you cast your spells. And so, like, she sort of just gives you this rundown and starts giving like a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo about like
think
hand
I've
movements
done
and how to
something
think.
like that before.
And so, in order to cast the spell, I'd like you to make an Arcana check. Okay, yeah. So, like, as you go to like focus on it, you've never cast this spell before, and as you sort of focus and as you sort of like coaches you to and tries to tell you things, you slowly summon this like ghostly hand that goes and lifts up the pillow off the ground.
Okay.
And she says, very good, very good. And then she claps her hands and she says, that is quite unexpected. I expect that to take much longer. You are very adept with spells.
Clap. Probably realized no one
Okay,
else
so
is
go ahead and have a
clapping.
seat. Who would like to go next? Everyone pretty much claps. Except Todd.
Todd, because
Todd?
Todd's a cunt.
Don't be a Todd.
The stools don't have like a chair's back, but he's sitting in the chair like you would sit in a chair backwards, like kind of man spreading.
I'm gonna stab Todd.
Well, I mean, is Oliver clapping? Like he's kind of got a
It's
broken
okay.
Oliver's clapping even though he's a broken arm.
arm.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
that Todd.
Just slowly and painfully.
I'm probably not going to be able to do this too well, but I'll try. Why not?
All right, so at this point, does anyone else go up to try to volunteer?
I'll try. Why not?
Yeah, kind of like half-assedly raise my hand, just looking around.
I'm not
I'm
going
doing
to
the
raise
same
my
exact
hand.
thing.
No,
I'm
I'm going to try.
raising my hand.
I'll raise my hand fully.
As you're
I'm
raising your
trying
hand, she says,
to behind something.
and then Todd gets up and he says, I got this. And
Oh god.
he walks up to the front of the room.
Todd.
He pulls out his wand, and you see that Mrs. Schmidt starts like giving him the whole rundown of like talking about how to cast the spell, and he gives her a look like he just doesn't care, like completely overconfident, and he just points his wand at the pillow.
I would like to cast Minor Illusion to make it look like nothing happens if you manage to the pillow isn't moving, or it doesn't look like it's moving.
Right. He points his wand at the pillow, and he starts focusing, and you see that there's like arcane energy coming out of the wand, and the pillow just doesn't move. And she says, try thinking about moving your own arm, but sort of projecting it through your mind. And she's sort of like giving him a bunch of stuff, and he's just the pillow is just standing there, and she after 10 minutes pass, she says, okay, how about you go sit down and we let some other people have a try. I think that after you see it happen, you'll sort of be able to better understand how it's done. And she sort of leads him away, and he's still trying to do it, and she's pushing him back towards the back of the room.
Oh,
And she
got
says,
him.
how about you go next? And she points to Julian.
Sure.
She's kind of ushering Todd away, and then Todd kind of
I'm dropping the illusion.
the pillow was on the ground.
kind of like hand my book off to Miriam as I get up and straighten my clothes
She's
out.
also like taking notes hastily, and then as you like toss it, she like shout.
No,
Not like she's
throw
like
it at
shout, but she
her.
like starts, and then
Or throwing a book at her. Alright.
Chucking it at her face.
Bombardment. Alright, so what do I do? What's a mage hand? Like, it's...
she says,
Like my spirit hand?
don't worry about it. She says, I just want you to try and lift the pillow without touching it. And she
You
kind of like
got this,
offers you to
buddy.
stand up to it.
Yeah,
She says,
I
you
got
don't
this.
you don't even have to lift the pillow if you don't want to. You can lift anything in the room. Anything you think that you'd be more easily liftable.
Lift my door.
I ain't gonna lift the
I
door.
trust you.
I got a pillow. Pillow seems like I've seen the pillow lift. I know it can lift. Okay. I'll try.
How much can it lift?
I don't know. Mage hand can carry like 10 pounds, I think.
All right, so you go make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Alex.
I'm gonna.
So the pillow kind of wiggles a bit. It's moving, and then like it slowly kind of goes up like maybe 2 feet, and then plops back down. And she says,
Oh shit.
"Very good. That's for a beginner. That was very very good." And then
Oh,
she claps
shit.
again, and then everyone in the room does it too.
Look, toss your book at me. Mage catch.
Wait, what?
Quick, toss your book.
Like
Mage catch.
Leku lightly... Like, Leku is not strong, so he probably doesn't throw
It's
it
a
far
book.
enough.
You just gotta toss it
Leku
upwards.
has, like, 6 strength.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like he was anorexic.
Tries to throw it,
No,
just like
that's
sprains his
constant.
wrist.
Leku is not strong, boy.
To be fair, we are kids.
Still.
To be fair, we're like 14.
She says, "All right, who wants to go next?"
I'll stand up. Lizzie will stand up.
She says, "All right, you come up here."
Okay. Whoa.
She says, "Go and pick an object around the room. It can be the pillow, and go ahead and try to give it a little bit of a lift."
I'm gonna try and use the mage hand to draw the sword out of the just draw my sword out of the sheath.
Just try your sword or one of the knight's swords, like this.
Does Gar have his sword exposed?
Oh god.
Yeah, Gar's sword it's in his sheath, just at his side.
Does it look buckled down?
Steal his
The sheath is not the sword.
Okay, I'm gonna try and draw Gar's sword.
All right, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I can't do it.
Can I bardic
Minor
inspire
illusion
him?
on the sword. It's not moving.
You're minor illusioning everything, aren't you?
I am, in fact, minor
I-
illusioning everything.
Piper just giggles from the back of the room as she just like.
Am I able to do an Arcana check if I feel something's up with that?
It's
Oh yeah, go
investigation.
ahead.
Just see
Investigation or Arcana, I guess. Just to,
Would,
like,
would I have to do insight first to see like what Piper's giggling
I'm trying
about?
to figure out why. I
Yes,
mean,
Irish. Oh.
well,
Yeah,
Piper
yeah.
didn't say she was giggling, so I'm just assuming she just like
Um,
she probably looks
I might have
happy or looks
giggled a
pleased.
bit, but
She looks
Yeah.
pleased with herself. You can roll insight to see like kind of you wouldn't get much from insight. It'd be investigation to see if you can like see what's going on, like to see she's casting a spell, or just Arcana to see if a spell is being
Okay,
cast. Kinda, like,
investigation.
sensing it.
11.
what's,
Well,
I-
it was actually
what's the
it
investigation?
was actually a 4.
Piper seems pleased with Alezia's failures. All you can really gauge from that.
I don't
I
know.
think from your feet you actually get some passive investigation.
What is up with these
Well,
11s?
Okay, hang on.
That's 3. It's just gonna be 11s here on out. Rest of the game.
Yeah.
A 6, a 6, and a 4. Oh wait, no, a 3. Wait,
she-
what? 4?
She
A
says,
4.
honey, what are you trying to lift?
Oh yeah, I was just trying to pick. Probably the pill. I'm gonna try the pillow.
She says, go ahead and try the pillow.
I'm stopping that too.
Make an Arcana check though, just see if you can do it.
Probably Irish would have to make the Arcana check first to see if the hand would move
That's
the
what I'm
thing.
saying. Irish still makes an Arcana check to see if he can lift it, but then
Yeah.
minor illusion still makes it.
Oh no, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do the pillow. Then I'm gonna do my sword. I'm just gonna do it just fake out.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
If you
okay, yeah. So the pillow does not move as the minor illusion is cast on it, and then the sword in her sheath just shoots out into the air like crazy.
Oh
fast.
my god, what is this magic?
Did you just stab Leku? Leku is right in front of you.
You stop
Nah, the sword comes out like that direction. I'm assuming.
So I could
kinda,
probably
pushes
just
past
dodges
her.
and weaves.
Oh, like make an dexterity check to see if you can hit the face with the pommel.
Just knocks
Zero
Leku
dexterity,
out.
here we go.
Oh
Like you get bashed, it hits you right in the bird on your face. Just bashes you. It's like it just
no!
slams.
Oh, that's rough.
It's in the palm of your
Like-
sword like a wolf's claw.
It's like the Witcher's wolf head sort of thing.
Like, that's still fresh burn, so like, Leku just covers his face and you just hear like a covered scream.
That's gonna be a hit point of damage. Just as it just hits you across the face. She says, "Oh my gosh, good job, miss. Go ahead and sit down. Are you okay, little boy? Are you
Just give me like 10 minutes. Ow.
She says, "Okay, I got you. Shake it off, man." And she sort of gives you a pat on the back. She says, "Rub some dirt in it." Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
She
Let's
says,
see.
"All right, you with the green hair. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Come up. Go ahead and levitate an object. Have at it."
Okay.
Can my sword still be floating there?
Oh god.
Just
Oh.
Lizzie isn't paying attention and
So
just
I
left the
was trying
sword
to see
floating.
helmet. What happens?
One of the suits of armor falls over.
Oh, well.
I think I accidentally knocked it over. I tried to lift the helmet.
I fucking love the
Oh my god.
No, yeah. So Gale, you go to levitate, and just nothing happens. No matter what you point your wand at, just nothing is moving. Nothing's like.
Okay, sure.
She says, "Oh boy, you're gonna be a piece of work. Just go ahead and." She says, "Go ahead and sit down, and we'll give someone else a try. You'll get to go again."
Okay.
Oh, that's
sure.
a what?
Wow.
She says,
I mean, to be fair,
you won't have to leave until you successfully cast it. I want everyone to be able to feel comfortable to cast their spells in my class.
Okay.
Who would like to go next? How about you?" And she points to Miriam off in the beanbag. And she said she like looks up and she kind of calmly walks in between
Yeah.
you guys, and she produces her wand.
Can I bardic inspire her? Just, woo, you know this, Miriam?
Yeah,
Take
give her
that
the
pillow's
D6.
house.
Pick up them pillows.
Watch out for Lecker.
Leku is weak boy, leave Leku alone.
Oh, fucking hell, Miriam.
Oh, bardic
Make me look like a
inspiration does
fucking
nothing
fool.
there.
Oh, you know what?
It's still a
What the
legend,
hell?
which
It does.
is fucking mad.
She's also struggling with it. She says, how are we supposed to cast a spell that we haven't ever prepared before?" And she says, You'll get the hang of it, Missy. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and have a seat. Who's next?" And she kind of pats her on the back and kind of like shoos her off. She looks very disappointed, but she just goes and sits down.
Is it possible for Leku to have the just mage hand just like hovering above his hand while he's like the other hand is over his face?
Yeah. I
Also,
guess.
is this going to be a trend for it to be 3 in a row if this isn't that one? I mean, I guess I
I
can
swear-
have it.
You don't
Where to
jinx it.
go?
Don't jinx it.
I call Yordle up to the stand next.
Fuck, get fucked.
Instead of fingers, it's just blunts on the hand.
It's just like a hand made out of purely like blunts.
Yeah. Sword points at Yordle. I call him up.
You don't need to go
Alright,
up.
let's go.
Fine. I'll go up. Dante, please look after my door.
I got it.
I got your door, boy. You do this.
Kick that pillow's ass.
I wasn't aiming
she
to
says-
kill her.
All right. Have a go at it. Anything in the room. Anything that you feel the most comfortable picking up.
I want to try pick up one of the arms of the armor set.
All right, yeah. Go and make an Arcana check.
Dion.
I already regret adding the meme channel.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, I'm already gonna mute the meme channel.
I already have it muted.
There needs to be like a rule, no
Alright.
memes during game.
You have Michael. You've duped us all.
You
asked for it.
Yeah.
Yurdle, so you sort of make the pseudo armor wave up and down with his hand, and she says, "Oh, that is very, very good. Congratulations. Go ahead and sit down. That is very good."
You kicked that
Yeah.
armor's
You
off.
did a thing, Yurdle.
You did it.
Yay!
She says, "All right.
Word.
How about you?" And then she points at Dante.
All right.
Good luck, Dante.
The bearers of the door.
Oh, there's that.
Keeper of the door.
Hold the door.
She says, "Anything in the room. Have a go at it."
Oh, what's that thing in the corner? What is that?
That's an hourglass.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess that.
All right,
Just
make an
flip
Arcana
it.
check.
And bam. Oh.
Oh, yeah. So this hourglass is much heavier than anything else that's been lifted, and you just point the old wand at it, and it's just like, at first, the seconds, like the sand at the top just stops coming down,
Michael.
and then the whole thing levitates. Yeah. So, like, you can describe it yourself.
Fair enough. Dante, as you're casting Mage Hand, Leku's beanbag starts to float as well.
Yes. So the sand underneath on the hourglass starts like going up the other direction, and the whole hourglass lifts. And she says, "Very impressive.
That's an OP
Drop it
nature.
hard.
Are you
No,
lifting yourself
Leku
up?
casts Tensor's floating disc underneath his
Oh.
beanbag chair."
Nice.
She says,
Drop both
"Oh my goodness, you are very adept at levitation." She says, "What's your specialization?"
It was making things explode, right?
Yours was evocation.
Evocation, yeah. That's like
Yes.
combat stuff, right?
She says, "You may want to consider changing to better. I think you would do very well in my class, young man."
Oh, neat.
She says,
Leku just
go,
has a cheeky look
says-
on his face.
Nice
just go ahead and
opinion.
have a sit down.
All right.
Well, we got a prodigy, and we got a failure. And I'm the one in between them.
All right, so everyone else in the room also just has a go at it. People kind of struggle with it. Some people kind of get it after a while. No one really
Leku just
exceptionally
stays
floating
succeeds or
there.
fails.
No one fails except for me and Miriam.
Does Gar and Varian have trouble?
Varian has a lot of trouble.
I want
He's
to
not.
laugh at Varian while he's having trouble.
Good idea.
He's gonna
Come
glare
on,
at you.
Uh,
When he's doing it, I'm going to say, "You got it, Marion. I
Yeah.
believe in you."
Come on, you can do
Try to
this.
spike him out.
Hey, you're better than me, and that's probably. Hey, you got this.
He gets it to kind of jump for a second, like very very like small distance off the ground. Gar sort of gets it. He's not too bad. He's not too great.
I'm gonna. If Varian looks down, hey, you did a lot better than I did, and that yes, I know I'm branding myself a failure. I don't care.
After everyone goes, she says, all right, but in conclusion, as you can see, some spells may come more naturally to you, and you may know a lot more about the practices of some spells, but it is within your potential to cast every kind of spell with how you want to alter the weave. But I must warn you, this comes with a very serious danger. If you overexert yourself when casting a spell that is sort of outside of your boundaries, something very, very dangerous can happen. She says, we'll go to it more in our studies, but it is quite deadly. So I would advise you not to practice too much magic outside of your range. And if you start feeling not well while casting magic, I would recommend heading to the infirmary immediately.
Okay.
Class dismissed. And then she sort of waves you all goodbye and starts to erase the chalkboard.
I'm gonna
Okay,
stay behind for a sec.
Leku
Yes.
hops down off the disc and starts walking away, not realizing that the beanbag is still on the disc. So it starts following him.
like who's stealing a beanbag?
Quietly.
Dante,
Yeah.
I'll see you later. I need to go see someone.
All right.
But yeah, it's just 20 feet behind me at all times now.
Y'all are stealing shit. Why are you
Passively.
stealing?
I didn't steal anything last session. I don't know what you're talking about. No picture books whatsoever.
I would like to say Leku's forgetful, but no, he has keen mind, so he probably puts the beanbag off or decasts floating disc before he leaves. Actually,
yeah.
no, he's just gonna push the beanbag off before he leaves. But he's still got floating disc for like what? An hour? Just invisibly floating behind him.
You can like cut someone in half.
Someone's
with it.
gonna run into it.
Just destructo disc someone.
It's like a freaking like Holy Grail, like Last Crusade, like just chop somebody's legs off.
Wait, so can I see the disc?
I think it's invisible. Hold up. Circular horizontal plane of force. I don't think it's visible.
I mean, can you see force? That's up to you.
I
That's up to
believe,
you.
I believe it's visible.
It'd be like a halo shimmering effect. Like you can see it, but it's not like purple or anything.
Okay.
I've never seen it before. I assume you just
I
applying
doubt
force
we'll be
underneath
able to
yourself
change the
levitate.
rule that, like, while I'm on it, it's. I doubt we'll be able to change the rule that while I'm on it, it's immobile, but well, while I'm in 20 feet of it.
Why do I imagine just putting a jet engine on it and it just suddenly
Yeah,
applies?
that's something I imagine.
But you couldn't really attach the jet engine to the
I'll just
invisible
hold it.
force.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Just hold it and go flying off the disc.
if you could put stuff on it, you probably like make a strap thing for it to
I mean,
Strap a disc of
strap
force.
on engine.
that'll come into play at a later date.
Okay, sure.
When you
Yeah,
guys
no,
have
I'm
the
gonna-
epic chase scene on Tensor's floating discs, and then Lizzie pulls out the rocket boosters.
Yeah, no, I'm staying behind for a bit because,
Yeah, fair enough.
obvious reasons.
I'm gonna have my
I
sword
want to
come
try
back
find
now.
Mr. Nibs.
You want to what?
I want to find the teacher what taught the magical creatures class. I kind of got his name just now. Mr. Nibs.
Mr. Neebs, yeah.
Greenleaves. Neebs.
Mr.
You find
Schneebly.
Neebsy Weebsies.
All right. Does everyone else just go back to the freshman house for the afternoon?
Yeah, I'm probably walking with
Um,
Miriam trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, because
Leku is gonna walk around the place just aimlessly.
Gail's just for a bit gonna try to practice this with teachers, like, specific guidance if
Yeah.
they care enough.
So
Hey,
go ahead
he's
and make
gonna try
an
to-
Arcana check.
Yeah, he's gonna try in a different way instead of like imagining force. He's gonna imagine air solidifying and then him moving it because that's something he feels like he'd be more comfortable with.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
I'm gonna roll another natural one, and I'm gonna need to drop this class.
I feel so weird telling people to roll things when there's no like physical dice.
Oh, nice. Okay, different approach works.
Okay, yeah. She says, "Oh, that's you. I don't know what was going on then. You're actually rather good at this." As the pillow just starts levitating.
Thank
It's a little
you.
bit of static.
She says, "I think you just need to figure out your style. Like you need to figure out the method which it takes you to be able to perform magic more efficiently. I think that
Yeah.
you'll do just fine in my class. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get
Thank
you down. Sometimes we all have little flukes."
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to stay here until I got it real quick. It kind of like I know no one's here to see it. It's just kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I know Miriam's gonna probably.
Julian and
listen
Miriam
back.
didn't leave the room. They're still in there.
Oh, they are. Oh, hey, Miriam. You gonna try or?
She says, "No, I'm fine," and she's gonna walk away out of the room.
Hey, don't let it get you down.
She doesn't respond. She just walks out.
Okay. How are you doing?
Huh? I'm good. I don't understand any of this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know how I cast my own spells.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like,
What
I don't think
imagine? What?
well, I don't. Well,
What's
I'm
that
not
supposed
quite
to mean,
sure.
buddy?
Well, no, I'm just not quite sure how I was supposed to do a hand. Like, I understand, like, because to me, I like what I did. It works, but like the original way of doing it doesn't seem like something I could do. I don't know. It seems confusing.
Okay, so who all doesn't go back to the freshman house?
Yeah,
I technically don't.
I'm going back.
I'm gonna go do.
Do you go back there now
Okay.
after the staying after?
I'm still gonna look for the janitor, but I'll let everyone else go first.
I run up and catch up with Miriam, and ask her to fill me in what the fuck happens. I still don't know how I cast my own spells. Accidentally casting them like
she
I'm
says-
weirdo.
What are you talking about? What?
No, apparently I'm healing everyone and I don't even know it.
She says, "Well, you're a wizard. You're going to
You're
school
a
for
wizard,
it."
Julian.
Yeah, but everyone else is like, flick of the hand. They actively, choose to do it.
She says, "Well, like Mrs. Schmidt was talking about, altering magic is a very complicated process. It takes a lot of sort of knowledge on how to disciplines oneself and how to think and control. It's not something you just do. You have to think about it and like work really hard to memorize different sort of motions. And do you not think about casting spells?"
Am I meant to?
She says, "I mean, I know that there are types of magic where it just comes more naturally to the emotions or things like that, like a lot of sorcerers or magic users of that nature. I don't really know."
I mean, I never really hang out with mages before now. My parents never used magic, and I got a letter. Like,
She says, "Oh, were your parents non-magical?"
well, if they were very good at hiding it.
She shrugged. She says, "My parents are magic, but yeah, just I've kind of been around this my whole life."
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can mage hand better. That was a weird charms class. I thought we were gonna like hypnotize people.
She says, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna practice mage handing, try to see if I can figure it out."
I mean,
She says, if you want to practice with me, you can. I'm not gonna."
yeah, I think that would really help. I need to make sure I'm not throwing spells off willy-nilly. I don't need to suffer from premature
yeah, sure.
magiculation.
She kind of goes off towards like the more open area, and she kind of starts like finding rocks or twigs to try to move. She pulls out her wand and she's kind of like waving it about.
That's what Julian's doing for the time being.
All right. So Yurtle, you're gonna go find Mr. Greenleaves.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get my
My best
act together here real quick.
Back together.
All right. So Mr. Greenleaves sort of has like this shack, just sort of like adjacent on school grounds to where the broomball court is, just out in the middle, like nowhere. And it's where you guys went for the lesson, and he's just sort of bumming around out there.
He lives at the shack. Oof. That's so good. Mr. Neebs. Sir?
He says, "Yeah, what you want?"
Um,
God damn it.
Are the
He's sitting on like a hay bale.
creatures from are the two creatures from class all okay? Like,
He says, yeah, they're
normal-
fine.
Yep.
He says, one of them's dead,
Alright.
but,
That's not good.
One's like face was concaved by a brick.
he says, yeah, that little, bitch in the red cut its fucking, like, slit its wrists and whatnot, trying to get the blood from it, so, that didn't go too great, but, what you gonna do? He farts.
Oh,
You have a fair point there, sir. I didn't notice her doing that.
Here, I'll just drag everybody here, just because.
Just so you could see it.
He says, can I help you with something, Mr. Turtle? Is there something you need doing?
Oh my god.
I was more just seeing about that and asking you if you know any good ways of growing plants and other stuff around here.
He says, plants? I don't do nothing like that. I'm just the animals guy.
Fair enough. Do you know where would be a good person to go to know how to?
He says, there's a whole botany class, right? You got botany class with old Miss Peach.
I did not know that.
He says, boy, you looked at your schedule.
There's a schedule.
He says, y'all are fucking dumb. You got your curriculum with you. You got a little piece of paper that says what all your classes are.
Ah.
probably thought it just said
Yeah, no, I
boat
haven't
and me.
given that a look at that yet.
He says, don't go mess around with Peach before class starts, but I think all you freshmen got botany sometime this week. You haven't had it yet.
Okay. Also, do you know? Because I saw you can transform into cool animals too.
He says, yeah.
Do you know
You're.
anyone can help with that?
He says, what do you mean help with it? You turn into animals we don't want to?
No, more of I want to be able to turn into more animals than what I can so far.
He says, oh boy, you're gonna like my class. He says, listen, man, all I'm gonna tell you is that turning into animals is tricky business. Takes a lot of work, takes a lot of maintain. Make sure you don't, just accidentally be a lion forever. You know what I'm saying? So listen, just stick with it. Kind of keep it to a healthy minimum when you can, and you'll learn to get better at just fine. Trust me.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess that's it. Have a good one, sir.
He says,
And I'll
all right,
head
see
off
ya.
on that note.
He's literally just sitting on a hay bale doing literally nothing, just like.
Slapping that banjo, it sounds like.
Oh.
He needs to have a banjo now forever.
Yeah, he's got a banjo.
It's always got to be with him for no reason. Oh my